Good afternoon and happy Bastille Day, everybody. My name is Lorene Romero. I am your NACTA moderator for today. Our special guests this afternoon are from Oasis Agents. We have Kelly Bergen, who is the president, and we also have Lisa Barron, who is the director of marketing and sales and supplier contacts. Today, we're going to learn more about what they have to offer. As you know, during your registration, you were asked a question. So Lisa and Kelly are going to go over these questions, and I think that is a wonderful way to be able to get this webinar on topic, is to be there for you to answer your questions. Just so you know, if you had more questions that came up, I'd like you to put them in the question box, which is going to be on the drop-down panel. And at the very end, if we have additional questions, we may make sure to read them out loud. As a reminder, this is being recorded, so you will be able to review this at a future time. The link will be on the NACTA YouTube site, which I will send to you after the presentation. But I encourage you to sign up and subscribe to the NACTA YouTube, so that way you can get any of the webinars that are presented with a reminder sent to you directly. I am going to put myself on mute, as all of you are, to prevent any background sounds or squeaky chairs or keyboards, so that Kelly and Lisa can do a clear recording. With that said, ladies, I am going to put myself on mute, and I am turning the reins over to you. Anytime you need me, just say, "Hey, Lorene," poof, I will be right back.
Hey, Lorene, stop goofing off, Lorene, and get back over here to the webinar. All right.
All right, here you go.
Stop counting those cows next door in your neighbor's yard. I know. No. Well, hi, everybody. This is Kelly. Say hi, Lisa.
Hi, everybody. Happy almost Friday, or Friday.
Yes. As my little... I have this little button that I push every day of the week, and this is like Friday Eve, right? It's my, what is that? What do they, oh, I don't know. Hoops and yo-yo, for those of you who are familiar with that. I have this little button I push every day, and Thursday is like Friday Eve. Everybody gets happy. So hi, everyone. Hey, so we decided to do something different on this webinar because I've done webinars with NACTA, and I've told you all about Oasis and blah, blah, blah. We kind of get tired of talking about ourselves, you know, even though we are going to talk about ourselves today. But we thought we'd do it in a different format, and we thought, let's find out what you guys want to know, okay? Lisa, I think you're crinkling paper. I can hear it.
Yep.
That's what we decided to do. That's why we asked you to type in a question, because we want to talk about what you want to hear about. So that's what we're going to do. It's all about you today, all right? And we got, I have to tell you, I was really surprised. We got some really good feedback from all of you that when you registered and the questions you put in. And so what I've done is I've just put together a little PowerPoint to show you the different questions or topics that were actually put into the registration. So I'm going to start. Lisa and I are going to take turns because she knows a lot more about some things than I do. So that's why I wanted to bring her on the call. And like she said, she's Director of Marketing and Supplier Relations, so she knows all about, she is our marketing guru here at Oasis. And so she'll give you, we had a lot of questions about marketing, so you'll hear from her about that. So, okay, so let's get to the first one, Sherry W. Now, we haven't put in last names to protect the identity of the innocent. No. We didn't know if you'd want your last name to be put in there, so we just used initials of last name. So Sherry W., one of the things she said is that she was concerned about, and the topic is getting the word out that travel agents are relevant. I love this. And here's my feedback on that. I think it starts right from the ground up. So it starts with you, the travel professional. The more that you get out and about, okay, and the more that you spread the word and the more people that you get to know and the more people you have contact with, the more people will understand that travel agents are relevant. And marketing comes into this, and I'm not going to talk about marketing now because we have a lot of other questions about that. But part of it is marketing, no doubt about it. part of it's getting out in your community, either by volunteering or joining clubs or joining a BNI. I think we've got another question about that later that we're going to talk about. So the more you get out and about, the more you have contact with people, the more you market, the more people are going to realize how relevant travel agents are. But another thing that I have to add in here is, well, actually Facebook, Instagram. So the more social media you do, the more people are going to realize, right? But I also have to give a plug for ASTA. This is our one organization that our travel industry has that is our advocate. It's the only organization that advocates for the travel industry. And if you can be a member, I think it's very, very important for you to do that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think if you're a member of NACTA, you can join ASTA as an independent travel professional for $199 a year, which is really, really a good deal. And it just helps ASTA get the word out. And they're trying to do that now. They just put out a new video. I think you can see it on the ASTA website. And their intention is to do more of that, but it takes money. Buying ad time on TV and radio, etc., takes money. And so I encourage everybody, if you can, join ASTA. I think that's an important thing to do. And then another thing that Sherry brought up is better supplier relations to prevent further commission cuts. And I am going to now reveal how long I've been in the business. It's been a long time. And so this topic takes me back to the mid-1990s. And I'm not sure if Sherry was referring to this or not, but it takes me back to the mid-1990s when the airlines cut commissions. And I have to say, it didn't matter how great a relationship an agency had with the airlines. It didn't matter. They cut commissions anyhow, okay? And, I don't foresee this happening with cruise lines, but you never know, or land suppliers, but I don't have a crystal ball. There's nothing that that will prevent them from doing that if that's what they want to do. I can't imagine. That would be a great smart thing, but who knows? So, with that being said, I think it's very, very important that you don't rely on commissions solely, okay? That shouldn't be your only source of income. You should also think about fees. You should also think about, plan-to-go fees, that type of thing. You should also think maybe about packaging up things where you can actually quote-unquote hide commissions. So take larger commissions because it's one big package and, the individual parts of those packages aren't revealed and your clients are still getting a great deal and you're making more money. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do. You want to add value to everything you do. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. So these are just a few things that, think about all the work that you put in to planning trips, vacations for your clients, and what are you worth. So don't be afraid to, charge those fees, or here's a good example. When you get an airfare, maybe a consolidated air rate that's really, like the net rate is really, really good. I know agents that will only maybe tack on $25, $50, when in fact, the published price in the marketplace is maybe $500, $600 more. So don't be afraid to put in a couple $100s for yourself, okay? The client is still getting a great deal, and you deserve that income. So that's my feedback on that. Hopefully that's a little helpful. Okay, let's go to the next. And this is, Lisa, you want to take this one?
So Kathy J., she would like to get the best fare for her clients, the lowest fares. Well, Kathy, I understand that many clients are price conscious and want the lowest fares. And it's really not always about the lowest fare. It's often about the value that they'll receive, and it's really your job to explain that and get them the best value for their money. However, having said that, with our key partners, and many of our suppliers we are key partners with, and we get exclusive offers with reduced pricing and extra value-added amenities that are not offered to other agencies. And in addition, we take out thousands of groups every year where in many, many cases we have price point advantages and value-added amenities. For example, I recently quoted a cruise fare for my girlfriend to go to Hawaii. She was looking for a balcony cabin, and our fare was $9.99 per person, and the current prevailing rate was $16.99 per person for the exact same category. So there you go. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Yeah. So we, again, I really want to tout that we have fabulous relationships with our preferred partners. And my guess is if you actually ran into any of these partners at any of these travel shows and you mentioned our agency, they would have nothing but wonderful things to say about us. So we can definitely help you in that way.
Hey, so Lisa, can I play Nolan's video that we just received this morning?
Oh, yes. I haven't even seen it.
So just so you guys know, we belong to Signature Travel Network, and every week we get a sales tip from Nolan Burris. So I'm going to try this. So what I have to do is I have to take the handset that I'm talking into, and I have to put it next to the speaker in my office so you can hear this. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Laureen, you might want to monitor the question box to see if, anything's going wrong with this, okay?
Absolutely, and I'm watching, so be prepared. There may be a little bit of a lag.
Hello, everyone.
Here we go.
Here with another tip for you. I know there is something that drives you crazy. It's something you hear every day, many times a day. I'm talking about people asking you something like this. Hello, travel agent. What's the cheapest deal to Puerto Vallarta? Or, I saw a deal on Expedia for a cruise. Can you beat it? Or, I called another travel agency and got a quote. Can you beat their price? It happens a lot, and I know it's annoying. But sometimes, travel consultants make it worse and even do it themselves. You might even be doing it without realizing it. Sometimes, travel consultants put the focus on the lowest price even before the customer asks for it. Here's what I mean. Next time a customer calls asking for information, pay very close attention to what you say. Do you automatically say things like, well, you'll get the best prices if you book in advance, or the best deals are usually with a package, or even this, there are some terrific bargains out there right now. It's sometimes okay to say those things if a customer actually asks for a deal or a discount. The problem is when we talk about deals and discounts before they even ask for them. If you put the price as the first most important thing, they will put the price up there as the first most important thing. If you focus on deals first, they will focus on deals first. So a better way is to focus on the experience first, even if they ask for a low price. Something like this. Of course, I'll be happy to help you, but let's start by making sure that this cruise or tour or resort or hotel or destination is something you would really enjoy. I would hate for you to waste your money. See, it's easy, but you'll have to practice. You will eventually have to talk about price. Just don't start there. Start with what matters the most, making sure that they get a trip they will love. It's the perfect way to prove your value as a consultant. So next time that phone rings, pay close attention to what you say first. If you make it about price, it'll be all about price. Instead, make it about the perfect vacation.
Okay, how did that come through? I hope okay.
Yes, very good.
It came great. I'm looking as a attendee as well as
good.
an admin, so it worked out. Good job.
Yay. It was so fun. That came in about an hour before we were going to do this webinar, and I thought, of course, I love Nolan, and he always has such good advice, and I just thought this would be something fun to share. And the thing that's cool is we actually have, through Signature Travel Network, we have Signature University, and there's a whole entire course about sales and consulting that our agents have access to, that Nolan gives. It's fabulous, fabulous. Okay, let's see. Next topic, Cheryl G. Was asking about relationship building and customization. Let's see, where did I have this? And I'm not, I think, she's just thinking overall. I'm not sure what she meant by customization, quite frankly. Relationship building, though, to me, relationship building is all about staying in touch with people. And it's constantly just letting people know in a very nice way, not annoying, but letting them know that you're there. You never let them forget who you are and what you do, okay? And you can do this in many ways. You can do this by sending out emails, and Lisa will be talking about that, and just, sending them great information about that they're interested in. And you can also do this by remembering their birthday. You can do this by remembering their anniversary. We have a system called Client Reach, and that reminds them if their passport's getting ready to expire, okay, which is a really nice thing to do, because what if they plan a trip and then they can't go because they don't have enough time on their passport? And that's something that shows you really care about your clients. You're keeping track of them. You're concerned about them. You're a professional because you're on top of everything. So to me, that's what relationship building is all about, okay? Doing little things like that, staying in touch, picking up the phone when they come home from a trip and just saying, how'd it go, blah, blah, blah. Or sending them an email while they're on a trip that says, hey, how's everything going? If you need something, make sure you get a hold of me. And we have systems that'll do that automatically, by the way, which I'm not going to talk about. I think Lisa's going to address that. There's another question down the road. So relationship building. Not sure if Cheryl's on the line. You might want to put a question in the question box about what you mean about customization. Okay, I can tell you this: we do customize all of our marketing for specific clients' interests. So we don't spray and pray. In other words, we don't send them stuff that they could care less about. We only send emails to them for our agents. We do it for all of our agents. We only send the client information that they would like to know about. Okay. And then Annette G, she's asking about customer service courses, and I would recommend the Travel Institute, quite frankly, about that, okay? Because I think that they have a couple of really good courses on customer service. I think you can join the Travel Institute for about $19 a day. $19 a month, and you can take any of the courses that are in their catalog. So check that out. Now I just want to, getting the word out. Oh, okay. We talked about this one, right, Lisa? Yep. I want to make sure I'm on track. Hello?
I think
Lisa,
you just went back. Yeah, you went back.
Okay. All right. So, all right. I want to make sure
right.
I'm in the right spot. Okay. I thought the video might have messed up something. Okay.
Don't throw me off.
I know. Sorry about that. Okay. So Diana G. We have a lot of people with the last name G. Cheryl G, Annette G, Diana G. It just happened that way. I don't know. Okay. She just said the only thing she put in the, when she registered in the question box was OTAs. That was all it was there. Online travel agencies. And so this is what I have to say about online travel agencies. And basically, Nolan just said it, okay? It's all about, and Lisa said it in the question before, it's all about value, okay? If you're up against OTAs, and I'm not saying that you're always going to win, okay? Let's be realistic. I would love to sit here and say, you know what, if you do this, this, and this, you will always win. You know what? Unfortunately, that's not the case. However, you can put up a good fight. and win many, many times. Just like Lisa, her little story about her friend that wanted the cruise to Hawaii. I mean, that's pretty incredible. We had a $9.99 price, and the going price out there is $16.99. Okay, and that happens because we have over, I think, 8,000 groups. As soon as an itinerary comes out, say Princess releases their Australia for 2018, as soon as that happens, we jump on it and we block group space so that we can lock in the best price possible. Okay, but it's also all about value, and don't start with price. So add extra things. So if you're competing, you may want to, and I know a lot of people think this is a no-no, but you actually may want to take some of that commission you're earning and pay for their gratuities on a ship or on a river cruise, or maybe buy them something extra and throw that into the pot. Yes, it's coming out of your pocket, but it's probably better to keep a client than to lose a client, because it's so much more expensive to get a new client, right? So that's just a thought. Again, don't start with price. Let them bring up. If they're all concerned about the price, let them bring it up. Don't you bring it up, okay? What you want to tell them is you're an expert, and you want to find out by a series of questions and consultation, what are they really looking for, okay? What are they really trying to accomplish by going on this trip or this vacation? Okay? Is it to relax and chill out? Is it to connect with their partner romantically? Is it to see every single museum in the city of Paris? Because, I mean, what is it? You got to really get down to the nitty-gritty of what they're looking for, the experience they want. Okay? And that will really, really help you get them, get the right thing for them, because an OTA is not going to do that. So it's really important this isn't something that just comes naturally to everybody. I mean, maybe 1% of the population are natural-born salespeople, consultants. The rest of us are not. We have to learn. And we have some fabulous, fabulous training on this in Signature University. I just want to throw that out there. What you just saw from Nolan is just a teeny-weeny part of what's available to our agents. So anyhow, that's some of my thoughts on OTAs. All right, let's see. Lisa, Pika?
Yeah, I have no idea what this means, but the first thing that comes to my mind is Pikachu, because with that new Pokemon Go game, I'm telling you, I swear, my 22-year-old son last night went to the park with his friend Spencer at 9 o'clock at night. My husband and I are scratching our heads. What are they going to the park for? We realize they're going to look for Pokemon, and they found a rare Pikachu. They were so happy. Anyway, it's... I think on one hand it's kind of pathetic, but on the other hand, okay, they're getting exercise and they could be doing worse things. So as long as they don't Pokemon Go and drive, and that was another thing. I was like, don't you dare do that and drive. So anyway, Pikachu, I don't know. Yeah.
Really? So for those of you listening who are into Pokemon, let us know. Because I have no idea either, and we couldn't figure it out. Maybe it stands for, I'm not sure. Stephen, if you're on the call, let us know. Okay? Okay. And then we've got Lisa. This is a good one for you.
Okay. Matthew W. is asking. He is looking for a more luxury-oriented opportunity, and so is Glenn Pfeiffer. So, my answer to this is really, in order to start selling luxury, you really need to educate yourself about the various luxury suppliers and become an expert. What's so great about our program is that you have choices from mass market to luxury cruise lines, tour operators, 4.5 and 5-star hotel and resorts. Some agents only sell luxury, while others make it the bulk of their business, but will also sell whatever is requested. For example, you may have elderly clients that only travel in pure luxury, but they want to take out a multi-generational cruise group, and they really don't want to break the bank, so they may be looking at something like Carnival or Norwegian or Royal Caribbean, depending on how many are traveling. Our affiliation with Signature Travel Network will provide you with this opportunity to learn all about the luxury products from Abercrombie & Kent to Regent Seven Seas and everything in between. And of course, we have these fabulous relationships with all of our preferred suppliers. And I also want to mention that with our turnkey targeted marketing program, you can send your luxury clients only those luxury offers that they're truly interested in. You can also purchase a prospect list and target specific zip codes like 90210, et cetera. So, that's really, what we can do for you in terms of targeting the luxury market.
Yeah, and the thing that's, I like that list buying that you can buy the list for certain higher end zip codes.
Yeah, I think it's only 20 cents a zip code too. It's very inexpensive.
Right. And you can also go through your database and look at the clients that may have been in a suite on a mass market ship and start sending them luxury emails from our program that might pique their interest, So that's one way. Because you may have, I've been to a couple seminars, which I'm sure some of you listening have as well, that say you already have luxury clients in your database, you just don't know it, right? You just got to kind of really go through and see which ones are good candidates, and then send them the appropriate information, or we send it for you, and you never know. Boom. So I kind of goofed up on this slide. Sorry, Glenn, I put your last name instead of your first name. Oops, my fault.
It came through as Gen, G-E-N, but I just assumed it was Glenn, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
G. Pfeiffer.
Yeah, my bad. Okay. Here we go. Most concerned knowing enough fully help my clients plan their vacation.
Okay. So Matthew Davis is also asking about this. Well, guys, if you're not already doing this, you need to start networking, and that includes other members, other agents. You could do that through various Facebook forums. Our members have access to our exclusive Facebook group, as well as through the exclusive Signature Facebook group and bulletin board. And trust me, there is a wealth of information here and is very, very, very active. I know that our members are consistently reaching out to one another through the forums. And, you've got those members that are brand spanking new to more seasoned veteran agents, and they really all help each other. In addition, you really need to continuously educate yourself, and we provide our members with powerful training programs, including the Signature Travel Expert Certification, and that has 98 modules and 10 supplier certification courses. So we have lots of resources to help you overcome this concern. But don't be afraid to, reach out to your peers and just take full advantage of the training. And then, of course, if you enroll in our program, you always have access to, us. And we have over 100 years experience between all of us here.
But we're not that old. No.
Well, between the four of us, yeah, exactly.
I know. Oh, and then also, what's a great thing too, we have our boot camps once a quarter. You can join our boot camp we have down here in Florida, which is kind of cool. It's about 3 days. And then we've got our annual conference. This year we're having that in Fort Lauderdale, or in Florida, Delray Beach, Florida. Signature always has an annual conference. That's in Las Vegas. And these are free to attend. You don't have to pay to attend the conference. Yeah.
And they're in the middle of doing their regionals throughout the United States.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's today? I think Chicago's today, right?
Yeah. And what was neat was that I saw yesterday that one of our members posted on our group that she was going and is going to reserve a table specifically for Oasis members, and wanted to know who else was going, and they all started submitting their pictures because they don't all know what each other looks like. And so, they've got a nice group that are getting together, and they're all going to bond throughout this training opportunity.
Which I love. I think that is so cool. So cool. Okay. Let's see here. What do we have next? Okay. CC Pickens, destination. I love this one, actually. So I think Cece is wondering about destination weddings and how to corner the market with vendors in Vegas. So what a great idea. So this person wants to do destination weddings, but even more specific, wants to do destination weddings. So that's really getting niche, whatever you want to say. I love this idea. Here's what I would do if it were me. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money, right, guys? I would get myself to Las Vegas. Before I went, I would set up meetings with every single hotel that has a little what do I want to call that? A little place to get married. Chapel is what I'm trying to think of. That has a wedding chapel, that has a wedding program. Like I know the Paris does. I mean, most of the major hotels all have some type of wedding package or different packages to choose from. And I would hit every single one and have a one-on-one, face-to-face meeting with these people. All right, so they get to know you, you get to know them, you take away all of their information. I would set up a separate Facebook page that talks to just destination weddings in Las Vegas, and you could even set up a separate website that's all it talks about is just weddings in Las Vegas, what's available, why you are the expert, et cetera, promote it on social media. You can buy ads on Facebook that you could just target single people. I mean, you can really get, not an ad expert, learning more, but you might be able even to target people that say they're getting married. I'm not sure, but wouldn't that be, and buy ads so people would see that? So, or just target singles. So anyhow, that's my idea. But this is a great idea, CC. I would definitely go ahead with this. I love it. I think it's awesome. Okay, Lisa. Oh, she's disappeared. We can't hear her.
Sorry, here I am.
Oh,
Cynthia,
okay.
I had to mute myself because I didn't want people hearing my papers crinkling.
Oh,
anyway,
gotcha.
Cynthia is asking about marketing and the use of a website with a booking engine. Well, this seems to be the top two topics that we've seen when we were looking at the questions. And I also want to mention that every year Agent at Home sends out a survey, and they ask what do you need the most help with. And every year, the top two areas are marketing and technology. So you guys are not the only ones. We are the leader of cutting-edge marketing and technology. And, we can help you with the marketing and the website. With our Elite membership plan, all of our members get access to the turnkey marketing programs that include weekly email campaigns, as well as print marketing and direct mail programs. We also include a free cruise and hotel booking engine with those websites. And we actually offer websites with all of our plans, but the Elite websites are much more robust and work hand in hand with the marketing program. So what you really need to do if you're not already doing this is start your marketing, email marketing. If you think you don't have enough clients in your client base, I always tell everybody, well, do you have a Facebook? Well, if you have a Facebook, just start with that. You have a lot of friends on Facebook, so go ahead and add them to your database. And, if they don't want to receive your emails, they can opt out. And then you've got the print marketing and the direct mail programs. There's also, you have to stay connected with your clients throughout the life cycle of the booking and beyond. So, it's more than just picking up the phone and calling and servicing when they have questions. You need to stay in contact with them throughout the life cycle of the booking. So from the moment they're booking till the time they get home and afterwards. And we have programs that can help you with all of this. And for more specific questions, for more specific information about all of our programs, you can contact me after we hang up with this call, and I can go into more detail. Kelly, I think do we have a recorded webinar Do you have a recorded webinar on Oasis Agent that they can also refer to?
Yeah, if you go to oasisagent.com and you click on the webinars tab, there's 2 that I have done. And the one you probably want to look at about that shows more of the marketing is We Make Your Life Easier.
Yes,
that would be the one to take a look at. Yeah.
Right.
And just what I'd like to emphasize is just, we talk about email and print, and just know that this is all done for you, okay? So your name, your logo, your picture, your email address, your website address is all printed on the direct mail. It's all in the email, and it's sent for you. It's created, it's designed, it's sent for you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to opt in and say, yes, I want to do this, and then it's all done for you, okay?
It's all about you. It's branded with your information, your logo, your contact information. It is really all about you, and it's just a matter of just setting it and letting it go. But you need to make sure that you are subscribing every week and you are updating your clients with their appropriate marketing codes, and be sure that every point of contact you are updating their profile, because maybe today they don't have an interest of going on an African safari, but next week they do. So you obviously want to update their profile to reflect that.
And then they'll get information about an African safari if information's being sent out.
Exactly.
So it's automatic and it's easy, and there are questions later about time management. Well, this is definitely will help you manage time. This, if you take the marketing off of your shoulders and let someone else do it, okay? And I just have to add in here, and people who've been on my webinars might have heard this, but I used to own a couple of travel agencies, and one of the biggest things, especially the last agency I owned, the biggest problem and the hardest thing for me to do was to market. I always said, oh, I'm going to do it, and then I never got around to it because something else always came up, right? So let somebody else do it for you. Okay.
There's one more. I do want to add one more thing. There is another powerful app, which is called Access Travel app, which is available. And that allows consultants to combine travel consultants into one cohesive itinerary. And you can add destination information, documents, flight information. It's basically an itinerary builder. And you can push out all of that information to your clients, and they have it in one area. When they're traveling, you can communicate with them through private messaging. You can forward them any information if there's a schedule change, etc. So that's really powerful as well.
Speaking of communicate, I spelled it wrong. Oops, I just corrected it. Okay, now it's communicate spelled correctly. Access, and it's an app, and they just see everything on their phone. But you can handle it all on your computer, right? You can do it. It's available on a regular PC, and then but when you send it to your clients, they can read it on their phone.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, our agents that are using this Access Travel app, we call it Pocket Travel Consultant. Our agents that are using this love it. I mean, they all, once they start to use it and they get the hang of it, they love it. Okay, so let's see. Leanne, who actually is an Oasis member. Hi, Leanne, if you're on the call. She wants to know how to communicate to clients my niche without turning away business that's worthwhile to take. Great question, and I'm not going to tell you that I am the originator of this idea, because I actually read about this and I thought it was brilliant when I read it, so I'm going to tell you about it. And that is, yes, you should have a niche, but no, you should not turn away other business. And what you should do with the particular niche is have and I mentioned this before with the destination wedding, have a separate Facebook page that's all about that niche, okay? Or an Instagram. Have a separate website if you want. Have a separate blog that's all about this niche, all right? And then you can have your regular website and your regular Facebook page if you want, okay? And kind of in a way keep them separate, and so that people know that yes, you do everything, but that you've also got this one thing that you also specialize in. Okay, we can also help you with that depending on what your niche is. We can also help you with that with our websites. our elite websites, because we have what we call micro sites, all right? And these are like mini websites that you can incorporate into your main website. And I'll give you an example. If your niche is river cruising, okay, we have a microsite for that. If your niche is family travel, we have a microsite for that. So we can help you with that thing. So, which Leanne, you probably already know that, but you know, if you need more info, call us. So yes, you can do both. You can do general travel and you can do niche travel.
And that's a great example, Kelly, because we do have a member who specializes in Ireland, and she has her own website that is specifically Ireland. And then when she came on board and got the elite website, she's like, oh, okay, well, I'll keep that one too, because I have other clients that don't want to go to Ireland. So she has her Ireland for her Ireland-specific clients, and then she has the elite for others.
Perfect.
So that was a perfect example, and we do have members that are doing just that.
Perfect. Okay, Lisa.
Okay, Catherine D. She's asking me to do a group cruise, have never done one, and nervous about how to go about it. And Susan N. is also asking about group travel. She wants to increase travel and high-end cruisers. Well, I always suggest that you practice on yourself and your friends and your family. You know, if you mess up, they really can't get that mad at you. But look at, you know, take out a group on a cruise that you want to go on and act as the Pied Piper, which is the person going who's drawing the crowd, so to speak. And as Kelly mentioned, we have thousands of groups already set up for our members to book into. And we also have a partnership with Mr. Group Guru, Stuart Cohen, who many of you on this call may already be familiar with. And, you know, he can be hired for a small fee. We have a highly discounted rate for our members. But really, what you really need to do is just practice on yourself. And then once you've done it the first time, it should be much easier as you go down the road. And then, of course, you know, there's training, but I really highly recommend Stuart Cohen. If I were looking to get into the group market and increase my group business, because it is quite lucrative, I would hands down go to Mr. Group Guru Stuart Cohen.
Yeah, because he has his group boot camp, and that's what Lisa's talking about. And like she said, we have a really, really discounted rate for you to join that boot camp. And he goes through everything you need to know about doing groups, how to promote them, how to market them, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, group boot camp. We send our folks there because he knows what he's doing. All right, let's see here. Leanne, I already did that. How did that? Did I go back?
The duplicate. No, because you corrected.
Or maybe it's a duplicate.
The other
it
one.
Might have been a dupe. Could have been. Yeah. Okay, Jennifer S. Social. All she put in was social media, which is, let me tell you, social media. It's very, very important. I have to tell you this story. I was talking to one of our top 10 agents yesterday, and he informed me that he is doing Facebook ads, and they are very, very successful. The most successful thing he's ever done. And for the month of July, he has already doubled his July business in 2016 over what he did in 2015. He's already doubled it, and it's only the middle of the month. So he's attributing some of that to the Facebook ads. So social media is important. Instagram, and you have to pick which one you like, because if you don't like it, you're not going to participate in it. I mean, there's Twitter, there's LinkedIn, there's Instagram, there's Pinterest, there's Facebook. My personal opinion is it's pretty much all about Facebook or Instagram, okay? But you have to decide yourself. What we do here at Oasis is we have trainings on social media once a month. Margie Jordan, who's also a member of Oasis, gives our agents a training. In fact, we had one yesterday on Instagram. And Margie and I spoke after the training, and we decided that all the other trainings for the rest of the year, well, starting in September, October, November, and December, are going to be about Facebook and Facebook ads, because there's a lot to it, and people need to be kind of taken through. I want to know more about it, quite frankly, but people need to be taken through it step by step, and so that's what Margie's going to do for us. So we totally believe in social media. We think it's a great way to market your business. I think that you have to be involved in it. When it first came out, everybody was kind of on the fence. But now, pretty much proven that it works. And if you want to grow your business, you should be part of it. So yes, we have training for our agents. We also, Catherine Heeg is also one of our social media gurus. She will give you a free consultation and tell you what she can do for you. Signature has some training on social media. So it's an important thing. So Jennifer, I say if you haven't done it, jump in. And we have lots of I think, all of Margie's trainings are recorded. So our agents can go back and look at them. So really important, I think. Okay, and Miss Lisa?
Okay, so here we've got Brenda J, Linda R, and Melissa M all asking about how to get more clients and how to build your client base. And, my first response to that is, obviously marketing, because it's all about the marketing, but repeats and referrals. Keep your clients happy. Stay connected with your clients. Keep them happy, 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 so they'll be coming back and they will refer their friends and family who will, ideally come back to you and refer their friends and family. So, aside from the marketing, it's really about staying in touch with those valued clients that you already have in your back pocket, because if you don't, trust me, somebody else will. And, we have programs in place that will help you do this, because we understand that you don't always have, but, you have to make the time and just participate in a lot of the programs that are offered. Kelly, do you have anything else to add to that?
Probably not, because we've talked about our email, our websites, our print marketing. But it really is all about marketing, guys. It's all about marketing, and if you don't know how to do marketing, not a problem, we do it for you. If you don't have time to do marketing, not a problem, we do it for you. Okay? Right. And we get feedback from our agents who do this, and it works, trust me. Is it the be all and end all? Is it all of a sudden you're going to start sending emails and you're going to make $100,000? No. But you have to incorporate it into your business plan. Because like Lisa said, referrals, repeats, new clients. Yep, just got to keep knocking on the door. Knock.
The great thing about these the emails, specifically the weekly email marketing program, is that these are all created and executed on your behalf. So when you're sending these campaigns to your clients, they're going to think you're really talented and that you spent a lot of time creating these pieces, because quite frankly, they don't know that it's coming from somebody else. It's coming from you. When they receive that piece, it's coming from you. So I just want to point that out as well.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, okay. I think, let's see, Debbie G, being able to find time to work with clients. Susan R, time management, which affects every other part. Not enough of me. What I have to say about that is, can you say assistant? The word today is assistant. I think actually, though, first of all, you need to figure out, sit down, think about it, what is taking up so much of your time, all right? Now, if booking and managing clients, if managing, right, and booking client and reservations and, right, vacations, if that's what's taking up most of your time, that's a fabulous thing. And what you need is an assistant. If you can't manage everything because you're so busy with reservations and bookings, that's great. Think about getting an assistant to do all of that mundane work that you really don't have to do. For example, at Oasis, when you make a booking, you have to report that booking, all right? Once you report that booking, it goes to our accounting office and they invoice it for you. So let me point out two things. Number one, you don't have to invoice with Oasis because we do the invoicing for you. So that will help time management. But number two, you do have to report your booking. And if you're that busy and you don't even have time to do that, then hiring someone to do that for you would be a great idea. And only you can decide what are the things that you do in your business that you could teach to someone else that are pretty easy, pretty simple, that you could teach them to do that are time consuming but not rocket science, that you could pass off to someone else. So I think that's the best advice I have. Lisa, do you have anything?
Yeah, I just want to add to that when it comes to the marketing and your clients. Ideally, you have your clients in a CRM or somewhere other than on Post-it notes and on a list on a pad of paper. But it's really important to keep your client base updated. And from what I've heard, a lot of members, a lot of agents really struggle with updating that and keeping it updated because they don't have the time. So that's an example. Hire an assistant to go in and either get your clients into a database and clean it up. Now, we do offer a client base through when you're working with our e-marketing program. So we do have that program. But if you're not working with a CRM right now, I suggest you do. And if you don't have time, like Kelly said, hire an assistant.
Yeah, definitely and if you have all that information in one place, that will also make your life much more efficient and much easier because Joe Smith, you'll have all that information right at your fingertips in one spot. So it amazes me, frankly, how many agents don't have their clients in a CRM, a client relationship manager program. So, yeah, whether you use ours or whether you go out and get something else, definitely a CRM will help you out for sure. And that's it. There's some contact information if you need to get in touch with us. Here's my email. Stacy is our manager of membership. So if you want to talk to her, if you have questions about Lisa, she's lisa@oasisagent.com, and you could send her an email and find out if you forget to ask something on this webinar, if you need to know, then feel free to contact her. That would be great. Hey, Lorene, do we have any questions?
The ones that I'm looking are actually pretty close to the ones that you had already addressed, and I see that we're just about to run out of time. Mary Pat did say, hey, I'm here.
Hi,
Hey, Mary Pat.
As well as Leanne. So, we've got quite an active group going out there. And also, I always do this full disclosure thing that, yes, I'm the NACTA webinar moderator, but I'm also a Oasis agent. Somebody was asking in the background, and I said yes. And I really want to give a shout out to the website because in terms of time management, last night, prior to the call being recorded, I'd mentioned a client of mine said, hey, I want to go on a cruise this weekend. Hello. And instead of me investing hours of late time last night trying to get booking prices for her and dates, I referred her to my website, which I have hosted with you. And literally at the very front, it says cruise search advanced. And she looked Vancouver or Seattle, all the different options that were available to her. Those would have been all things that I do and you do as an agent to try to, make your client happy, or you make them more productive and make them accountable going, here you go, look at this. Let me know what you would like. She came up with some ideas and it saved time. So really, Kelly, Lisa, the way you guys have it, that supports us. Right? Because that could have taken hours.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to go to Alaska. Really?
And you know what? I never thought about that, but you're right. That's a great thing.
They can shop.
Yeah.
Find all the information they want on your website, and then give you a call, or they can even book it. But one thing I want to mention about the websites, which I don't think I mentioned earlier, which is very important, is that our websites are mobile responsive websites, which means they can be viewed properly on a smartphone or tablet. So that
right.
is
and so are all the emails. That go out. They're all
yes. Yeah. Everything is smartphone, tablet friendly,
mobile friendly. Because the statistic is if they're reading emails on their smartphone and it's not mobile friendly, they'll delete it. They won't even bother reading it. So 75% of people won't even read it. So very important. Everything is mobile friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not all distorted. Discombobulated, bobulated.
Hey, thanks,
I
everybody.
Want to thank you both again, and thank you to all the folks who are on the call. As I mentioned earlier, this is being recorded, and I will have it sent to you the link that's going to directly direct you to this recording on the NACTA YouTube site. I encourage you to sign up for regular emails from them. It'll just send you a message whenever there's a recording that's posted. But again, all the due diligence things, I want to remind everybody that the NACTA 2016 conference is coming. It's going to be in lovely Florida, right kind of near our friends who are on the call right now. The dates are November 9th to November 3rd. Dyslexic happens again. November 3rd to 9th. It'll be 3 nights at the Westin in Fort Lauderdale, and then 3 nights in Celebrity Infinity, the cruise to the Bahamas. And ladies, is there some sort of event you're doing just prior to that?
Oasis right up the road from the Westin Hotel, October 31st and November 1st. Yay!
Yay. So you can just kind of combine it all in for those who come from the West Coast or mid-country, want to go over there all at once. You got the dates. And speaking of save the dates, I want to give an early heads up so people can get it on their calendars. September 13th to 19th. 2017, so we're planning way ahead. Get the next year's calendar out. NACTA's national conference has been scheduled already. We want to make sure everybody gets it on their calendar. It is going to be in Anchorage, and that would be in Alaska. And September is a busy time. The sailing clients have all gone home, and the town's back to normal again, and it's going to be a lovely time, and hopefully you ladies will be there. I'm kind of assuming one, if not both of you, will be there in Anchorage, because it's pretty awesome and a bucket list site.
Yeah. It's a very cool place. Yep. Cool in more ways than one.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice there that time. It's fall, not winter.
Hey, thanks, Laureen. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.